Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. It's your host, Laws, in the building. It's me, it's Aaron. We in here rocking out. Let's get it. Aaron, football week is here. Let's get
We're
it.
back.
We back. Dog, today we going to look at some futures. You going to tell me where we need to put the bread at? We gonna look at a lot of stuff today we got to talk about, dog. First of all, let's get into it. Cam Ward look real. I, I hey, leadership skills on 99. Did the Bama have a coon chip, Aaron? No. I'm a little concerned.
Wow, what am I missing? Is it something I don't know about?
I just well, I don't it just seemed like it's sad that when the Bama just not doing nothing extra, it seemed like he tap dancing a little bit, but he really not though. But it just because nobody talking about the Bama. He's just flying under the radar. Is the Bama hood, or is he just?
I think he a nigga. And I see the way he acts like with the white reporters and they slobbing it up. He act the same way with Shador and
Uh-huh.
interactions we see with like the black guys. So like I
Mhm.
don't think I think that's just his leadership. Like that's how he acts with everybody that I've seen.
Okay.
So I don't think he's trying to come up with the white answers to like
Okay. I had to
that's
check.
just his
Dude, Dr.
MO.
Umar style, had to check it. Had to make sure.
Yeah, he's a guy. Like I feel like he's like it's a couple of guys like we say about Anthony Edwards that like seem
Mhm.
like they were built like they were born in the 80s, like raised in the 90s, or at least had a big brother
Mm.
like off that tree. It's just a handful of guys left because like the new generation, we talk about it all the time. They're so different. And some of you dinosaurs, like you and Rick, get so frustrated when people don't do stuff the way we did growing up. But it's just the culture is just so different
It
where you
is
can't
different.
put guys on the you can't judge them by the same scale. He's one of those guys though that's like a throwback where he just however he feeling, he gonna say it. He gonna hold guys accountable publicly. He just conduct himself in a different way than you see a lot of other guys, including the white quarterbacks. And the media seems to be loving it. What little attention they paying to it, they
Mhm.
seem to like.
Yeah, he not getting a whole lot of like for a number one pick. This might be the most underreported number one pick I've ever seen in my lifetime because they really aren't talking about him that heavy. But like we stay in the know, so we watching. I'm watching everything though, especially as I'm gearing up for fantasy football. Though I watch everything. I'm looking at the backwater reporters, and all types of stuff to figure out who's who, what's going on. So words out of camp is the Bama's just leadership skills on 99, the Bama's playmaking ability on 99, arm talent 99. He's made some mistakes, but that I mean that's expected given it, his first time getting exposed to the pros. So, there's gonna be some growing pains, but my question for you is what's the Titans record gonna be this year though?
I
They
mean, it's
played
not gonna be great. They had the number one pick, so
mhm. Do you think he's gonna be able to overcome some of the challenges that is just going to be inherent in being a number one pick going to a sorry team?
he'll overcome the challenge of having Mr. Mayonnaise as the quarterback, who we said they shouldn't have drafted in the first round anyway. Like he's an upgrade over that, so the team will be better just by having him on the team. Like the leadership, and they got
Uh-huh.
a couple pieces, but they just don't have enough. Like they got rid of AJ Brown, they got rid of Derrick Henry. They had a roster over there. They had guys come through that organization. They just don't intend on paying the guys. So I mean, the team will be better than last year, but how much better, you can't really say. You got a new
Yeah.
head coach who we don't know what he's going to look like. It's just so many variables outside of just Cam Ward that you have to worry about.
I mean, they had Brian Callahan last year. He wasn't.
I thought he was a
He,
new coach this year, but it's
nah,
the second year.
he his second year, but he ain't doing that last year. I mean, but yes, I think they'll be able to win 6 games. I think they'll be able to get 6 games. Uh, yeah, they don't have enough on that roster.
They'll
They
win more
just
than
don't.
the Giants, who got
They'll
the
win.
hardest schedule I ever seen.
The
That
Giants.
joint is crazy.
Would the Giants win a game, Aaron?
I don't think so.
Stop it.
I mean, the probability of a football season, teams usually end up with one other than Detroit. But dog, these Bama's have the hardest schedule I've ever seen.
They got
for a
the
last place team is crazy.
Commanders week 1,
Loss,
Cowboys week 2,
loss,
Chiefs week 3,
loss.
uh, Chargers week 4,
Loss.
Saints week 5.
That's the only winnable game on their entire schedule. And if you start out on 4, chances are that's a loss too.
Then you got the Eagles,
Loss.
Broncos.
Loss.
They can beat the Broncos,
They're
though.
not beating the Broncos though. As much as I don't like Sean Payton and as much as I didn't love Bo Nix, they showed up last year. They're clearly better than the Giants.
All right. Then you got the Eagles.
Loss.
Then you got the 49ers.
Loss.
Then you got the Lions.
Loss.
Then you got the Patriots. They
That's a
can beat the
game
Patriots.
that should be in the conversation for a win, but it's not a guarantee if you 1-9 at that point.
2. You gonna get 2 wins, Ern.
Where's the other win?
I'm saying the Saints.
The Saints is 1. What's the other win?
The Patriots.
That would be no, they're 1-9 going into the Patriots game with
Oh
the
my
schedule you
gosh,
read off.
dog. Then they got the Giants. They ain't winning none of the divisional joints.
None.
Then they got the Giants. Then they got the Commanders again.
Loss.
Vikings.
Loss.
Raiders.
That's a winnable game. So now you're talking about 2 in a possible winnable game.
And then Cowboys.
But they got Geno, right?
18.
Raiders got
Yeah,
Geno at quarterback.
Yeah, Raiders got
So
Geno.
I'm giving them a loss.
No, first of all, they got to figure out what they're going to do at quarterback. They got
They said
Jackson
Russ
Dart.
gonna be the starter.
The rest of
There's
the
no way
starter.
They cannot
Jamie,
play Jackson Dart.
the unofficial depth chart got Jackson Dart as the 3rd string quarterback. He don't need to be on the roster, Aaron. How do you get on the roster?
I want him on the field fast as possible. That's what I want.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to put him
Fast
out.
as possible.
They going to hide that Bama.
Harold, if you 1-9 out there, the fans are going to clamor for the young white dog. You know what's going to happen.
They're going to get. First of all, they're going to win more than one game for 9 weeks, though.
So what, they're going to be 2-8?
No,
I'll let you give them another.
So let me just say this. All right, I think out the gate, right? So they play us week 1. They gonna get mudhole.
So that's on 1.
It's on 1. Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys gonna be all that great. I know it's in Dallas, but I just think that they gonna play tough, dog, and they're gonna get one of the divisional games. Maybe not this one, but they're gonna win at least one of the 2 against the Cowboys. Then so
you saying 1-1?
1-1.
See, sometimes you talk as a podcaster, sometimes you talk as a betting man. Which Harold do I have right now?
No, listen. This legitimate.
Put Lock Factory Harold on the line and let me know which wins and losses, because you just theoretically just
I'm saying that the Bama's put they put the hooks into the script, dog.
But if you're a betting man,
and the thing is, after they lose week 1, everybody gonna be like, dog, what? Dallas gonna mudhole these Bama. And Dallas is known to lay an egg, dog. They known to do it.
They lay an egg in the playoffs, but when they talented, when they healthy, these Bamas get W's in the regular season.
I just think that it could be a scenario where they misstep and they lose a close game in a divisional matchup. Then they play the Chiefs. That's a mudhole. Then they play the Chargers. Now I think the Chargers should win, but the Chargers is one of them teams too. They're like, what do we call it? Be sometimey. Their quarterback be sometimey. They could come out that joint and easily get upset, sleeping on the Giants. It's in New York. So I'm just saying it's a possibility. Not saying it will, it's a possibility. Then they got the Saints. They could easily be 2-3 by the time they come to the Saints, though. And if they 2-3, I feel like this season they can win 6 games.
Right. So who are the 3 wins again?
They play the Bears. I think they can beat the Bears. I think they can beat the Broncos. I think they can beat.
We're going to clip this.
I think they can beat the Raiders. And I think they're not going to beat the Eagles. They're not going to beat us.
We're going to clip this.
The only NFC East team they got a chance against is maybe the Cowboys.
They're not beating the healthy Cowboys, though. Now, if Micah Parsons is sitting out, and if Dak get hurt again, then that's another story. But if you're talking about a healthy Week 2 Cowboys team, with Parsons showing up and playing games, it's no chance the Giants get a W. It's
Yeah.
no chance.
Yeah. Okay. All
Now,
right.
what you really need to worry about is if Terry not there playing the Giants week 1. Like
So
y'all,
so so let's talk. Let's talk about it, Aaron. Let's get into it. Terry McLaurin. If he doesn't play, is that automatically not a W that's not there? Like is Terry, in your opinion, moving the needle on the franchise to where they're winning significantly less games than they will win without him? And if so, how many games is Terry worth
to this team,
to the Washington Commanders team as it's constructed right now? If they win in, let's just say Terry
pull their
McLaurin
schedule up.
be ready.
All right, we got where we at?
You got Giants week 1, September 7th.
Yeah,
Commanders and
bingo.
Giants.
Right.
They can beat them without them.
They can, but they can lose too without him.
You can't lose that game, Aaron. Remember how many times we've done this? When we say this game you cannot lose, that's a game you
You're
can't
talking
lose.
about the whole team, but you're not a whole team without Terry.
Okay, all right. You don't think they're going to lose that game versus the
I
Giants
don't
without
know
Terry?
that they're gonna win the game without Terry.
If you
It's no
so
troll, Harold. It's no
so
troll.
you so you not putting no bread on FanDuel on the Commanders versus the Giants if Terry's not there.
Correct. I'm not putting any money on the Commanders against anybody without Terry.
Okay. All right. Week 2, they play the Packers.
That's a loss without Terry.
I don't know that it's a loss, Aaron.
We slipping that.
They don't. It's not. They don't have no Jair Alexander no more on that defense.
They don't need him.
I'm just.
Where the points coming from?
I think you can generate points with Jaden, dog. This Bama's an X factor.
Harold, you
He's
play football, dog. You got to have Bama's to throw it to.
You do.
Like,
you do. But I just don't think that those games are like forcing your hand where you got it. Like, it's not the Eagles. Eagles,
The
you got to
Packers are
match
a
up.
top team in the NFC, dog, with a real legit quarterback. And then this is the hubris associated with like even Adam Peters and them. You think you could just roll the ball out there because of what happened last year and keep forgetting about how much luck played. Like every ball bounced Washington's way last year, and every opportunity for some luck, like 30 years worth of bad luck, all of the good good luck happened in one season. All of the plays Terry made at the end of games to keep Bama's in games or to get W's, like walk-off touchdowns, Cincinnati, like in Dallas, if they didn't jack that up. It's like you can literally count 3 to 5 wins that you got from having Terry on the team last year. So if you remove the Bama, you don't make the playoffs last year. So everybody's sitting here acting like, dog, I think Jaden the best quarterback in the league. But you got to have guys to throw it to.
You're right. I'm with you. If this team decides to roll the dice without Terry McLaurin, they're not rolling the dice without him. At this point, Aaron, I'm convinced that they just not going to pay him. They got all the leverage on their side. Like, I feel like he's under contract. If he doesn't play, it only hurts him.
They think he's soft and that he's going to play.
He just gets older. He just gets older. Like, he just gets older, and it just gets harder to get paid. So I don't know. Like, if you're his agent, you telling him to sit out. But like if they win those games, Aaron, right now you're saying the likelihood that they lose those games is definitely a possibility, much higher possibility. But if you get Jay, let's just say, because you know how this stuff works, Aaron, and I gotta look at it from all angles. You get a premier Jaden who out that joint looking like
he did last year. That's all.
No. He looking better than he did last year.
Come on, man. The team is worse.
No. What I'm saying is, if you come out the joint in the first game, and let's say the Bama's put up 35. Let's just say they put up 35. He dink and dunk. He just doing special things that Jaden can do, right? He got legs. Bama got a rocket arm. And Bama's, let's say mediocre or mid-level receivers are playing above their ceiling. because of Jaden, which is a possibility, right? And they look at it, Bama's put 35 up on the Giants, and they watched them. The next thing Bama's gonna say is that's the Giants, right? Because in our minds, it's like, well, if he's not, we need him really for the Eagles, the line, like these better upper echelon teams. You whoop a lower level team. Let's say they beat Packers in week 2 without Terry, or Terry just decides he wants to hold out, and these Bama's is winning without him. That only hurts his case, though.
This is why I hate being a Commanders fan, though. And this is why I was having so much joy when I abandoned ship and didn't have to deal
No,
with
you can't. These Bama's cooked.
you wishing on a star talking about Bama's beating top level NFC
No,
teams without Terry.
Listen, with Jaden, I believe anything is possible, dog. He's got the LeBron effect. Remember when LeBron was playing with the SAR?
This ain't football. I mean, this ain't basketball. He can't play both sides of the ball. He need a lot of help.
But neither does Terry.
He need a lot of help. We're not saying he does. But what we're saying is he's the second best player on the team, and it's not even close.
I agree with you there. He's the second best player on the team.
See, this is what frustrates me about you, because you know football and you bet. And you bet very analytically, and you pay attention to Bama can have a turf
I'm not putting no brand.
I'm
not putting no brand on the Commanders.
Then why you saying it, man?
But Terry gonna play though, Aaron. You and I both know he gonna play.
I don't know. I'm hoping he doesn't. I believe he will, because I think he a little he's a company guy. I'll say that. I believe he's a company guy. Okay. I believe it hurts. I believe it's really hurting him to sit out of practice like this. I feel like that joint really bothered him. Whereas me, I'd be over there cheating like these niggas playing with the wrong one. Like, I don't think he's getting any joy out of having to like request a trade. I think that joint really hurts this man's soul. So I think he will end up playing, even if it's the 9 games that's required to still get free agency in there.
I think Terry plays, and I think like the team is really banking on that, though. Like, I just don't. What is his options, dog? If he sits out and he's
sit out and play 9 games.
But it's the thing: if he sits out and these Bama's win these games without him, and then he comes back week 4 and these Bama's is 3 or 4-1.
Is that less leverage than playing anyway? You're definitely not getting a deal if you show up and play. So then you have no chance of getting any money, additional money. For the NFL, the requirement is you play at least 9 games and still get that year count towards free agency. So if I'm his agent, I'm telling them, hey, if they don't budge, be prepared to sit out and just play 9 games. And that's what I would do. But I don't think that's what he's going to do. And neither does Adam Peters.
If I was a bet man, I bet that man would be playing, though. He's going to be out there. The team has, like, the excitement around the team. Jaden is so, like, I can see the Bama just playing, like, I'm not doing this for the organization. I'm doing this for, like, I can see him saying some stuff.
For the city or something, right? For DC, who struggled for so long. Now, what I can see the team getting away with is guaranteeing some money, like restructuring this year. So now he make, like, I think it's $19.8 million, where they could go, or $18.9 million, where they could go, all right, we'll give you 25 this year and then approach free agency at the end of the year, or not franchise tag you, like something like that.
Yeah.
To get him to go out there and go ahead and play for less than what he wants. But to say, okay, we're not going to franchise tag you at the end of the year.
But you know this is the end, dog. Even if this Bama go out that joint and have 15 touchdowns, he'll be 31. Bama's is not paying a premium for no 31-year-old wide receiver, bro. This is it. That's what I'm saying. Like, all the leverage is gone. Even if they want to keep him next year, right? Let's say like he goes out there and plays, they can just franchise tag him. I think the franchise tag is like 28 or something like that. So it ain't even, if they want to like string it along, they can. They got all the cards, bro. I already heard Bama saying, like, I mean, granted, I ain't gonna call out, but people, the narrative, once the game start, Aaron, the narrative going to change. If he takes that approach, like, I'm gonna sit out, whatever, people You being greedy, dog. 25, nobody will
Wait, wait,
see.
wait, wait, wait.
You know that's gonna start
No,
coming.
of course, that's how the white people are. But listen to this: if they start playing the games and the outcome ain't what people thought it was going to be, because the team outkicked their coverage last year, they
Mhm.
performed above how good they really were. Can we agree on that?
I agree.
So even if they play to the standard of where they are talent wise this year, and it doesn't look like last year, which they won 12 games. Which when's the last time these Bama's won 12? So if they on pace to be
91.
around 500 fighting for a wild card this year, because the Eagles are still the best team in football in the same division, which makes you the second best team in your division out the gate. And these Bama's are losing games that you feel like they should win. Like if they lose week one without Terry, if they then go have to play week two, and then like you looking at if Bama's is 2-3, like you said the Giants were going to be, and
Mhm.
Terry's not playing, it's gonna make Adam Peters look like an idiot.
So that's the best case scenario.
It's a
That's
I
that's the
think that's
best
a
case
higher
scenario.
possibility than them being 4-1 without Terry.
I I don't know.
Let's look at the schedule without Terry, right?
Without Terry, you
So we
got the
talking about
Giants.
Giants.
That should be a W with or without Terry. Packers, that's 50-50. I think they could potentially lose that. Let's just say they lose that game. They're 1-1. Raiders, they can beat the Raiders without Terry. That's 2-1. Falcons, they can beat the Falcons without Terry.
That
That's
they
three
barely
and one.
beat last year with Terry, but okay.
Yeah, I think they can beat the Falcons 3-1. Then they
Right, they
play
can, but they can also lose. The same way you
they
said
they, they
Dallas
could.
could
So
lose to the Giants.
okay. So let's make them 2-2. 2-2 past the Falcons. Then they play the Chargers. They can beat the Chargers.
They can,
So
but can they
so
lose
let
to them?
so they can, but since I gave the last one, I think only parity or it's only right them let them win the next joint. If I'm just giving them an L, then I think a game that they could definitely is winnable. Like
Right.
Falcons ain't all world, Chargers ain't all world, Bears ain't all world. They can beat
And
all three of those.
Commanders without Terry is not all world. So even if they're 500, that's a failure based on what they did last year, Harold. They was 12-5.
Okay, if they get the week, I say to the Bears game. Honestly, that would be the deciding factor for me. If they lost to the Bears, if they lost to the Falcons and Chargers, and it was all and Terry set out these games, and then
And they
they play
struggling to score.
and
Like
they
if the
start.
defense is giving up 40, that's one thing. And you scoring 30 anyway, that's a little different. If you
Okay,
out there putting up 21 and losing, or 17, like putting up Kirk Cousins type outputs on offense, and you're losing, that reflects poorly on the management, because it's going to be clear you can't score and you need Terry to stretch the field.
I think that'll be clear. But if you get, and I'm just saying, dog, because this is how they think. It's like if we can squeeze juice out of Jalen Lane, this Bama comes up and you get all you need is one or two bombs down the field, 40-yard like catches down the field to Jalen Lane for Bama's to be like for Terry to be an afterthought. Not necessarily a full afterthought, but like how finicky fans are and like how people
We're not
just
talking about
don't.
the fans. We talking about the football,
But
the win and loss.
what I'm saying is if they go out that joint and they score 30 points and they have some flashes on offense
And
with
they don't need him.
Jalen, but to have him still, it's still like you still want him though.
Right,
I
but you
think the
don't need
pressure,
him.
I think the pressure because I think the pressure of them going into the season and it reflecting as though you don't need Terry will get Terry to play. Because it ain't nothing to get a Bama back on the plantation fast as if he becomes expendable because if his stock goes down by him not being able to play, and it's like, oh, the Bama's is putting up 35, and like Terry's not there. I'm not saying that's likely to happen. I'm just saying it's plausible. It could happen. Jaden is that good to me, all right? Like he's that good to where almost like Patrick Mahomes, where it doesn't matter who's on the field. Now, granted, when Patrick Mahomes had Tyreek Hill and some of these weapons, his numbers were way better. And when he lost them, his numbers dwindled, right? But it's still Patrick Mahomes, and this Bama finds a way to win. So, like, I'm not even saying that the production will be the same, but if they can compensate without Terry and still get W's versus these teams, then I think that really diminishes Terry's value, or his leverage. Not his value, but his leverage. Because I think any Commanders fan on the planet Earth will tell you that the Commanders are better with Terry than without him.
Significantly
But
better.
but I in the same token, you take Jaden Daniels off this team, you can have Terry, you can have DK Metcalf, you can have me and you, and them Babbies ain't gonna bust a grape,
Two
though.
things can be true. Jaden ain't the only player you need on this team, and like it it's just Commanders just dog. Like y'all ain't watched 30 years of this. Like Bama's see one season of success, and all of a sudden all the mathematics, analytics, and football IQ just changes. Like one dude cannot do it, though. One dude can't. Like, and we're talking about a Super Bowl window. Like the bar now is the NFC Championship. We're not talking about fighting for wild cards, which Bama's would have been super excited for 2 years ago, 3 years ago. The bar
This
is the
this the
NFC
window.
Championship.
This the
You're
window.
not beating the Eagles without Terry. You're not beating Detroit without Terry. You're not
Any team
beating
that matters.
Green Bay without Terry. So all of this like hoopla and talking about leverage is fake news when you
So
talking about what success really is.
so
We're not
so
talking
if
about regular season wins in the beginning. You're talking about being able to beat good teams in the playoffs. And if you don't have Terry on the team, you're not beating teams
so
that are in the same conversation.
so now this is one aspect that I thought about in this whole dynamic, that if Terry really wanted to flex his value to the team, is that will be my suggestion on how to do it.
What, wait till the end of the year and then sit out?
Yeah, because
Harold, you
because
gotta stop.
because when it mattered, don't if you think about this, you going into a playoff game and Terry's like, I'm not playing.
That makes him a bad guy though with the fans.
That does make him a
Like
bad
that makes him lose more leverage with the fans. Like right now, I
guy.
still believe the majority of people are on Terry's side, and
Okay.
that's not something we typically see in the media. Even the
Nah.
white guys in the media are like, Washington, what the f are you doing? Like this is the only
Mm,
guy that your franchise has had,
mhm,
and what he did for the team last year. It's not like we talking about stuff in a vacuum that we haven't seen. We
mhm,
saw how valuable he was to Jaden's development and to wins and losses last year. So all this theoretical, like, oh, they could y'all haven't seen Jaden do anything without Terry. So this is all in theory. This is all
It is.
what do
It
you used
is
to say? We don't
conjecture.
do hypotheticals.
Hypothetical.
Right. So it's like this is all hypothetical. And it's just unfortunate after 30 years of turmoil that Bama's would be so arrogant to want to play this game of Terry needs them more than they need him.
Mhm.
That's why I hope he misses games so everybody else could come back and be like, Aaron, you're right again. Like
He not
we
gonna
got
miss
ahead of
it.
ourselves, and Jaden is great, though. But you cannot win football. You got to have somebody to throw the ball to. Now,
Mm,
if like in one of the scenarios you said, if the Bama's scoring 30, then they don't need him. You don't need to pay a 30-year-old receiver if you getting 30 points a game with the offense as currently constructed. Then Adam Peters is right. Everybody else is wrong, and you don't need Terry. But if you go out there and you don't, and you hovering around 500, and this is your Super Bowl window before you pay Jaden. Let's keep that in mind too.
mhm,
Like you got a quarterback on a rookie contract. This is the win, and you got him coming out the gate being one of the top quarterbacks. So you probably have one of the greatest Super Bowl windows any team has had because you don't have to wait to year 2, year 3, year 4, and getting was the fourth year option and all, or the fifth year option to try to go chase the Super Bowl. You know,
mhm.
right now you got the guy that can win you a Super Bowl, and you just got to build a team around him, and you're subtracting pieces from that. It's stupid.
Nah.
It's no way around that's not being stupid though.
All
And
right.
Terry can, like you saying Terry 31, he loses. He can lose and Washington can lose too. Like Terry can never get another big deal and Washington can never get a Super Bowl in this window. Like
Mhm.
both of those things can happen.
Yeah, you right.
And so who does that hurt? Like, okay, Terry will be a forgotten memory in 4 or 5 years out of Washington fans. But to have an opportunity to get a chip and to mess that up with ego and trying to play all these games or thinking you have to get an amazing deal on every contract you sign, like that's arrogance, though.
Mhm.
Sometimes you gotta overpay.
Sometimes you gotta overpay. Okay, we got Browns, Panthers. Look like Shador gonna get this start. Earn.
Dog, this joint is you
It's
could
a
write a better
debacle.
script.
It's a different. This joint.
It's
This,
TV. It's wrestling, dog.
It's wrestling, because it ain't no way, dog, that this Bama get no reps in practice. Finally, the reps he do get, the Bama's cooking. He's 70% passing. Bama got more touchdowns than everybody. The other day he had to sit out with arm soreness because apparently he throwing before practice and after practice, but he ain't getting no reps. I don't even know how legitimate it is. He said, Shador himself said, you know, he was like, they were like, have you ever dealt with arm soreness before? He was like, yeah, in college. It was like kind of cryptic, almost like he was just saying the right things to just kind of not make the team look like they doing a funny business. But he basically, you know, I don't know, they kept him out of practice. Then you get Dylan Gabriel, who's playing like some trash. If anybody in the world played like this, Batman, he'd be cut, dog. I just whatever. They got Dylan Gabriel out there. Apparently, he got a hamstring issue. Is this a setup, dog? I can't even tell no more.
To me, it seems definitely like a setup. But what can you do? All he can do is go out there and take the opportunities given. Now, this is an opportunity for him. If he goes out there and cooks, it's going to be a lot harder for all of the like people that's making up the fake news. The one dude was like, what's his thing? Why is he throwing before and after practice? Which is egregious. But you got so many people just trying to make up reasons why he's not doing something right. If he goes out there and cook, it just makes it harder for people to keep trying to make up these fake stories. And it makes it harder for the organization to keep trying to sabotage his success. Like if he goes out there and has 2 touchdowns, throws like let's say over 65% and has no turnovers and doesn't take a bunch of sacks, it's going to be really hard. But they probably going to play this Bama the whole game. Like they're going to try to make this Bama work until he probably has some mistakes for them to be able to kind of roll him back under the bus.
I just don't know. This joint. This situation is so toxic, bro. It's so toxic. Cause like in one hand, it seems like the organization don't want him there. On the other hand, there's so much like excitement surrounding the team in Shador, and there's so many eyes. Like I, I'm so intrigued by this, but at the same token, I just feel like this joint is it's a setup, bro.
Now, one thing I will say, this is going to be the highest watched preseason game probably in the history of football. There's going to be more eyes on this game.
This joint on the Sabbath, dog. I'm about to have to be.
He go DVR that joint.
I mean, they're like, "What you doing?" It's the Sabbath. I'm like, Shador. He got that joint, throw 4 touchdowns, Aaron, and make a joint look easy. What can you do at that point? I just can they sabotage him with the play calling?
Of course, we seen it. In the city, we seen it. But he's got to be able to play like you got to be able to put all that stuff out of your mind and just do the best you can with what you got. Mm-hmm. That's all he can do.
If you should do it, what are you doing in prep? Because this is what I think. I think that like they purposely didn't hold him out, like they haven't like had him go with the first team and stuff like that. Because with the first team, they can call anything. They can call like they probably call parts of the playbook they haven't even practiced in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I just don't know. Like,
are the starters even playing this week though? Like the ones in the first preseason game? I don't think they are. Because they went from they changed it from the 4 games to what is it now? 2 or 3?
Yeah, it's 3. And in the third game, that's where all the scrubs play. Like, I mean, 3rd and 4th stringers is all they play the whole game. So they don't even the starters may play like a series. Usually it's the second game where the starters will get some reps in. But yeah, I don't know. They might have stars play maybe a series, but if he hasn't been working with the first team, that's gonna be different, bro. That's gonna be different. And I mean, I know one thing, Dion is prepared Shador for all of it, bro. Like the funny business, what they'll try to do, what he needs to do in order to be ready, because he may have limited exposure and be asked to do starter stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even though they've been treating him like a fifth rounder, like they've been not giving him no reps, not really, you know. So I just I'm praying for my man, dog. I'm praying for my man because you can just see it. It's not good. It's not good how it's set up right now. Some people think, oh, well, the Browns. You saying the Browns are going to self sabotage? Like they're gonna have a franchise. It's like, dog. When they get in their mind, they don't want someone, and they got their guy. They're gonna do anything. Like it's hard to change people's minds, bro. It's hard to change people's minds. So I just don't know. It seems like he hasn't really been getting a fair shake. Well, it depends on who you talk to, because some people are like, well, he's a fifth round pick. That's how it should be, you know. But like the Bama's not no fifth round pick. Let's just be honest, people. He's not a fifth round pick. I mean, technically he is, but he's not looking like that in practice.
He wasn't in anybody's fifth round uh, mock draft or anybody's fifth round evaluation board, so they can stop with that. They
No,
colluded to get the Bama drafted that late, so they just need to stop.
no, it's the thing is the Dylan Gabriel don't even look NFL ready, bro.
He's not an NFL player though, and it's blatant.
So
And
I
they
don't.
overdrafted him. He's not a
Yeah,
third round pick.
it's like they drafted him because they wanted to just get out of the Shador sweepstakes, and then somehow they found themselves in the Shador sweepstakes, and then they were just, I guess they had to pull the trigger. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this. I'm fully intrigued. Now, Shador told his dad not to show up at training camp. Basically, he wasn't getting no reps, and he was just like, well, at least that's how Shador spun it. That he or that's how Dion said, like, his son wasn't getting reps, so he didn't want to see him, like, just come basically waste his time for him to come out there to see him thrown on the sideline to coaches and staff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which I get, but I think he probably also didn't want any extra, because the Bama fighting an uphill battle. It's clear. He probably didn't want anything extra or additional that he would have to navigate with the media and with,
Right.
because if
Making up
Dion
stuff.
show if Dion show up, you already know. You already know if Dion show up. And I think they've done a good job in how they managed it, because Dion's really been, he's been like I don't say quiet, but he's just been in the background.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah,
dealing with his own stuff.
he has. He has. But he still posts on Instagram. Like he posts, his son and different things, time to time. Um, but yeah, I think he's handled it appropriately given the circumstances. It's just unfortunate that a father can't come see his son play. Uh, so I don't know, bro. It's joint crazy. Uh, what do you call it? Has been suspended. Um, for at Jordan Addison got suspended 3 games for substance abuse or something like that. I don't know if he was a performance enhancement joint.
Well, he was coked up. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. He doing hard drugs. I hope not. I hope not. Um, yeah. Before we move on, did Jaden Daniels and his relationship with his mom, is that joint odd, or is that joint just regular?
It's not regular, but that doesn't make it a terrible, terrible thing.
Okay.
Um, it it kind of falls into one of those categories where like everything that we comfortable with from our generation is
Uh
different. You could tell he a super mama's boy, and you can tell she overly, like the Bama's 24. He's not even like a young rookie.
hmm
She's overly present and kind of try. It seems like tries to drive this Bama's adulthood instead of just like having faith in the way you raise somebody and letting them go and live their life.
Mhm.
But the bet is working, so it's like, what can you really? You know what I mean? Like the Bama it had probably the greatest rookie season you ever seen in life. The Bama answers all the questions the right way. It seemed like he just does everything right. So it's like we hate to see it seem like he got like a helicopter over him and he can't just be a
Mhm.
man and kind of like stand on his own too. But whatever's going on is working, so you can't really say too much about it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like he going out there acting like RG3 or something. Then we could be like, man, you got this broke back, like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
this soft Bama or this coon. Like
Mhm,
Bama
mhm.
just seem to be doing everything right. So
You
what can
gotta let it
you say?
go. Yeah, you can't say nothing. You just gotta let it ride out. You gotta let it ride. Yo, Gilbert Arenas, they trying to take my man down. I guess they was doing card games and gambling in his Airbnb joint.
It's a house that he owns.
Yeah, he said he about to start snitching.
And they try to put a body on him immediately when he said that. You can't play with that group, dog. See, that's the thing Bama's got to learn. Like these Bama's don't have the same rules you got. So you gotta leave them alone.
you gotta,
You gotta leave them alone.
you leave
They
him
don't play by the
alone.
same set of rules, though, and got unlimited funding for whatever funny business they want to concoct. So you got to leave them alone.
Gotta leave
Unless
him
you're ready to go
alone.
out blazing, you got to leave them alone.
Can't say nothing, can't do nothing. They
Can't
gonna
do nothing
get you.
unless you're ready to blaze something.
And yeah.
If you ain't ready for that, leave them alone.
No, you can't beat them Bama's.
Leave them alone.
Gil them been messing with the wrong Bama's, dog.
And then he on there bragging tomorrow he gonna snitch, like joking. They like, okay, okay.
It's just gonna keep tumbling, dog.
It's gonna get worse and worse. Then you're gonna see the sexual assault charges gonna come out. It's gonna be a dog. Leave them people alone. If you ain't ready to take something to the grave with you, leave them people alone.
Dog. Oh my goodness. Nicki Minaj trying to pay Des Bryant money to fight her.
You ain't see what else she said about the Bama?
Nah, what she say?
Ain't no way I'm repeating that on this train. Google it. Just type in the two names. You gonna see what she said.
What did she say about who?
Dez Bryant.
What she said something about Des Bryant?
Yeah, she tried to get him to fight. I guess her
Uh-huh.
the the rapey Bama she married to
Uh-huh.
for a reason. Like they going back and forth apparently.
Uh-huh.
When you see the
Yeah.
tweet, your face is gonna tell it immediately.
I depends her husband can alter criticism from it's a lot of like little joints, but you gotta just tell me, bro. Cause
I'm gonna type it in the chat.
yeah. Let me see what this joint. Yeah. Let's see here. Cause I don't know, bro. I live under a rock. Live under a rock. Let's see here. Hold on, you putting it in the chat on here?
On
Or the
here.
okay, yeah. Okay. Private chat. Let's go. Oh.
Leave them people alone.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's OC. You gotta get them people out.
Yo, the
Ah,
internet is a crazy place though. What I want to know is how many people are in the grave just based on having access to the internet. Like Bama's is online saying and doing stuff that they
no,
wouldn't have
a
done
lot
without
of
the internet.
people,
It's
bro.
got to
What
be
you mean?
it's got to be
Millions.
hundreds of thousands of people that's in the grave just because of the internet.
Yo, Bama went sent missiles across the street because of the internet, bro. It's not. This joint don't love nobody, bro. All right. We almost there. I got the futures Tell me what we putting $100 on. We got all right. We can skip those. We're going to specials. All right. So we want players. Let's go. Let's look at these rookies. All right. Travis Hunter to record 1,000+ regular season receiving yards.
No chance.
All right. Travis Hunter records 75+ regular season receptions and record 2 regular season interceptions.
So the 2 interceptions, I'll see. The 75 receptions, no.
Okay. Travis Hunter to score 10 touchdowns combined, offensive and defensive.
No.
Travis Hunter to record 5+ regular season offensive touchdowns and 1 regular season defensive touchdown.
No.
Travis Hunter to score 1 touchdown and record 1 interception in season debut.
So in week 1?
Week 1.
Hell no.
Travis Hunter to record 750+ regular season receiving yards and record 5+ season interceptions.
No.
Okay. So you don't like any of the Travis Hunter joints?
No.
All right. Let me see here. Cameron Ward, regular season total passing yards, over 3,200.5 yards or under 3,200.5 yards?
Over.
Okay. Cameron Ward, regular season total passing touchdowns, over 18.5, under 18.5.
Over.
All right. Alston Gentry, regular season total rushing yards, over 1,075, under 1,075.
Who was he with again?
He with the Raiders. That's Pete Carroll and them. Yeah.
Over.
All right. Travis Hunter, regular season total receiving yards, 750.5, over or under?
Under.
All right. Y'all heard it here. Oh. Yeah, we gonna get futures. All right, let's see here. I know we got some Jaden drink.
I'm about to say we ain't got no Jaden futures.
Let's see here. He not gonna be. You think he gonna have the passing yards? Nah, he not gonna get passing yards.
Who?
Jaden. Especially with not if Terry ain't there.
Right. If Terry not there, they're gonna be dinking and dunking.
Yeah. Let's see here. 4,000+ passing yards?
Over.
For Jaden?
Yeah, if Terry's there.
Let's see here. That's plus 280. Over 4,000.
And that number's probably gone up since Terry been holding up.
Yeah, it throw 30 touchdowns.
30 is tough. Without Terry, hell no.
Plus 290.
I would say under, slightly under.
Okay.
Like 27, 28, I think.
Rushing touchdowns.
6.
Over 6.
6 is the number for me. So I say, actually, I'm going to go over.
Over 6?
Yeah, I like 7. Paul.
Yeah, they got him at 6 plus minus 145. So, even in Vegas think that he can get it. So, oh no. Anything else, though?
What else going on? Mystics made a trade. You don't care?
I can't name 5 Mystics players, though. Is Della Dawn still there?
Nah, she out of basketball.
She retired.
Yeah, she took a season off allegedly, then just never came back.
No, she became a mother and just.
I think she like youngest.
Oh, for real? What do you mean she took a season off and just ain't come back?
It
She was like the top joint.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. Matter of fact, there ain't no reason to come back. That joint only like $45,000 a year. You can fix cars for more than what them
Stop,
rappers
dog.
getting paid.
You gotta stop.
Nah, I'm saying, dog, you can't, bro.
Never said 45 a year.
It's
She one of the top players.
she making money off the court though. Yeah, so yeah, I ain't even know they made a trade, bro. I didn't even know they made a trade. Yeah, so follow us at what?
They traded for somebody 38 years old though. I didn't even know youngins played basketball at 38. And I'm being real honest. Like, I'm not trolling enough.
That's way too long to be playing basketball. She's trying to just get the Iron Man joint. It's where you just play into to the end. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Follow us at OSS980, the other side of sports. Shout out to Wiz Buffy. Shout out to Lance J. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. Everybody who rock with us heavy. And we out.